Cardi B is an example of what happens when you don't take your time and you jump from relationships to relationships. She is still married to Offset. They have not fully divorced, and she got pregnant for another man. Let's think about that for a second. How wild is that? And just think about how Stefon Diggs is not exactly an example of someone that is on the who is this amazing man who is monogamous. How can you leave Offset and end up with that? This is what I feel like for some people, they jump from relationships to relationships. And if you don't correct the pattern that keeps showing up, you will continue to repeat that same pattern. And I think that is true for Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. Cardi B, if she does not work on whatever it is that she needs to work on to stop her from continuing to choose men like this, she is going to end up choosing another one like this and maybe getting pregnant again and being in the exact same situation again. Think about it for a second. How many of us would have dealt with some of the things that Cardi dealt with when it came to offsets? And we wouldn't say, do you know what? I need to take a minute. I need to take a step back, focus on my life, forget men for a second, and just focus on getting my life together. Some of us would have been in therapy. We would have been working on ourselves, trying to get it together, trying to figure out what to do with our lives. Instead, that is not what she did, because if she was doing all of those things and truly doing all of that work, and this is where she ended up, then I'm gonna need her to go to whoever was counseling her and she needs to get herself a refund. Like, honey, you need to ask the people over there for a refund. Okay? If you truly were in therapy and you were doing the work and you took time and you were listening to them people's instructions, and this is how you ended up with this mess, dating a man who has multiple people pregnant around the same time you were pregnant, and then brought another lady to his match, and the lady had the, I guess, the effrontery and the audacity and the seats to sit right next to his mama. Like, let that play for a second. Think about it. This man invited that girl, gave her that particular seat. He knew what he was doing. He is basically saying that lady is number one in my life over you, Cardi. This is just my opinion, right? But that is what it's given. It's given in the ranking, you are not the first, honey. You are one of many. And so it's very interesting how she was claiming him. And I'll show you guys some clips because I really feel like you guys need to see it for yourself and see the transition. We are going to break it down. Because when you see some of the clips, you will understand how diabolical it is for this lady to have been claiming this man. Even if she got pregnant, right? Which I don't condone, but she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants. Even if she got pregnant for this man while still being married to someone else, if that was someone else that wasn't Cardi B who got pregnant while still married to another man, we would be lighting them on fire. We would be calling that behavior out. We would be saying that is a thought behavior. That is absolutely disgusting behavior. But because it's Cardi, we give her a pass because, or a lot of people, let me not say we, but a lot of people give her a pass because they feel like, oh, it's Cardi B, the Cardi B. But let it be your sister that did that, you would be lighting her A on fire. You would be calling her out for that kind of behavior. And I think it's very interesting to see people endorse that behavior, constantly be like, yes, you know, she's good. At least she left Offset. And like she left Offset and went to Offset 2.0. She went to Offset on steroids, honey. Because Offset at least wasn't having the people pregnant at the same time. I don't even think he had anyone pregnant. At least he had enough decency to know to strap up or at least make sure they don't get pregnant, right? At least he did that. This one was just out here slinging it with no regard for STIs, STDs. Ain't nothing was bothering this man. This man didn't even think, you know what? Other people are pregnant. Maybe I shouldn't keep getting more people pregnant. Maybe just one person in a year is enough. No. That man had 3, 4 people pregnant, if I'm not mistaken. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. But that man had a bunch of people pregnant. And yet, you are still out here claiming this man. That is what is so diabolical. You should have kept that to yourself. Even if he was the baby daddy, you should not have said nothing to us. We did not need to know who your baby daddy was. We did not need you to be out here publicly claiming him. And now, see how things have gone. So what I'm going to do is share some clips with you guys. I want to start from the beginning, where she talks about him basically saying he wants to heal her. And I'm just like, is he a doctor? Is he a psychiatrist? Is he a psychologist? Why is he trying to heal you? Heal you from what? Right? Heal you from what? There has to be, like, let's get a little bit of sense. Some guy you don't really know enough of, yes, don't get me wrong, okay, you find him attractive, whatever, says he wants to heal you, and you're just thinking, oh yeah, he wants to heal me, cool. No, that's not cool. Why? How is he planning to heal me? What exactly is he planning to do? Those are the questions that I would have in mind. But let's play the clip.
Wait. Back up. Why haven't you told them?
Because I'm scared of them.
So here she was saying that she hasn't told her parents that she's expecting a child, because she is scared of her parents. And I won't be surprised you're scared of your parents, because your parents will probably call you out saying like, why do you keep getting pregnant? You were meant to have fun. The people told you to have fun, not get pregnant for this man.
I'm very scared of my parents.
You're scared of your parents?
I'm very scared of my
do
parents.
They like Stefon? Do they like him?
Yes, they like him.
They like him.
They do like him. They do like him.
Something tells me they'll be happy for you because you have children, he has children. Were you thinking, you know, the way we feel about each other, we both want to have a child together?
Nah, it definitely was not giving that guy Gil, but I guess Gil got to ask the questions. Unfortunately, I can't fast forward it, so we just have to go through that a little bit.
Yes, I mean,
but it's coming up, so be patient.
You know, everybody kept.
Also, guys, please hit that like button. I didn't even ask for likes, honey, but please hit that like button, share, subscribe if you haven't already, for more commentary like this, where we really break down celebrity news, hot topics, and commentary on reality TV shows. Thank you, everybody.
Telling me like I should have fun.
Yes.
And we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here.
But this is the thing. The people told you to have fun. They didn't tell you to go over there and get pregnant. And this is the thing. I feel like some people need to learn how to have fun without out here with the receipts that you were having fun. Okay? Nobody needs to know all of that.
I'm here. We had too much fun. And yeah, we're very excited. We're very
and you're
happy.
both
we talk
happy.
about it all the time.
And you're both happy about it.
Yes, we're very
But
happy.
I'm happy for you to see you this happy because we all know you went.
And you know what is so sad is watching how excited and happy she is. You can tell that she was really enamored. She was really loving that like honeymoon stage. She was really feeling like, ooh, things are going so well. And this is my man, my man, my man. But in reality, that man was he was not out here proclaiming and talking about you the way you are talking and proclaiming and constantly talking about him, right? From day one, it's obvious that that man, his priorities was not you. That was not what he was interested in, right? It's such a shame.
Through a very messy divorce with Offset. Mm-hmm. Were you worried about opening your heart up again or falling in love again or even dating again? Were you concerned about that?
Yes. And one thing about like dating, like it's like when you date, you feel like you're like 16 again. And I don't really.
Well, you want to feel like you're 16. You want to meet somebody that makes you feel like that.
Don't get me wrong. I understand you. You're like, oh, no, you hang up. Oh, no, you hang up. I get it, right? it happens, it's exciting, you're dating someone new, but at the same time, this is why I personally I'm of the belief that when you are going through a divorce, that is personally not the time for you to be actively dating, right? Like now I appreciate that there's some people who are in divorces and divorce battles for years, right? I understand that that may not be realistic, but it's just like you just left this man that has put you through the ringer. You need some time to actually work on yourself, heal from some of the trauma and things that you have experienced so that you don't pick another man like him because it feels familiar. And this is what happens a lot of times. When you don't do the work, you keep getting those opportunities and you keep meeting these kind of people until you finally do the work on yourself. I'll give you an example. I feel like for a long time, I myself was not emotionally available, but I never really thought I wasn't emotionally available as such. I thought everyone else wasn't emotionally available. And in reality, yes, they weren't. A lot of the people that I kept on meeting were also not emotionally available. But instead of me to then think, I found it I just noticed that like I it just felt like I was constantly attracting emotionally unavailable people until I finally worked on myself, took a step back, worked on myself. What is it about me that seems to enjoy attention from people who are emotionally available? What is it about me that seems to constantly attract that seems to constantly yearn for that? And until I worked through that in my mind, and then I realized there's something about that energy that feels familiar to what's the energy I kind of grew up in. And that was when I then was like, okay, now I'm conversant about it. So when I interact with people who are emotionally unavailable, I notice straight away. But then also, I'm very different now in me being emotionally available. And now the kind of people I attract are also emotionally available people, but that was a process. And I don't think that she has really sat down to learn that and really work on herself. I think she's doing what a lot of the people say. Wow, it's really raining like crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's pouring down like crazy. Anyway, I feel like for a lot of people, the way they think about it is all they think about is the way to move on is to get under somebody. When you've dealt with a more traumatic experience, that is hardly ever the answer. Usually, you need a lot more time, energy, and all of that to really get over that and work through the things and make sure you're not choosing people who remind you of the same person you're trying to move away from.
You do, but then it's like you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting
Well,
again.
that part, yeah.
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 And being open
And vulnerable.
And like one time he just told me, like, it's like,
Listen, guys, this is the bit I want you all to hear.
let me heal you. Give me.
Did you hear that? Let me heal you. Who are you, sir? That should have raised alarm bells. If someone said to me, let me heal you, I would be thinking, bloody hell. What do you mean by that? That would immediately send shockwaves down my antenna, and I would be thinking, what is that about? Instead, she was just there smiling.
Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like,
Of all the people, and I'm like, you're too grown to be so excited about a ninja telling you, let me heal you. Look at her
okay.
face. Look at her face.
He said, let me heal you. Is the baby, I'm not asking.
Like, think about that for a second. Let me heal you. No, you heal yourself first. Did he even, like, think about it. Did he even come across as someone who could heal anybody? And this is why I feel like sometimes women create a sense of delusion in their minds. They create this image of who this person is, but that's not who this person is portraying themselves to be. I'm going to play another clip because this is a breakdown analysis. I really hope the rain isn't disturbing you guys. Hopefully, it's like a nice, it sounds relaxing for you guys. But for me, it sounds like the heavens are like open and it is pouring down. Interestingly enough, it's pretty much rained every day since January. And what we're in February now is the weirdest thing. I don't understand what is happening in this area, but it's been raining every single day since January. The weirdest thing. Anyway, let me share this with you guys. Listen.
Her. Oh, he don't this, he don't that. But let me tell you something. Do you have a best friend? Do you have a best friend that you talk to every single day? And when you don't talk to your best friend, you crave talking to them? That's me in the nigga's life.
This is the thing. Never overestimate the value or your presence in a ninja's life. Never overestimate your presence in a ninja's life. Just because you are a woman of value, you think you have money, you think that, oh, I have access, I have money, I have a nice wop, or whatever it is, right? That does not mean that that man sees you in that way. That does not mean that that man ain't going to play with you. So be careful when you come out to try to defend or emphasize your presence in some ninja's life. Let him be the one to sing it out, to say, you know what, my girl, she is my girl. I love her. She has shown up for me in ways that I've never expected. She is my best friend. Let her be the one to say this. You do not have to be the one opening your mouth to say this. Because look at how it has ended. Not in a good way. Like, girl, what are you doing?
That's me in a nigga's life, but with good.
Did you hear? So she's like, she's the best friend, plus she has good. You heard her, right? And that's the thing. Some women really think that their pee is going to make a ninja stay, make a ninja act right. Never. It didn't make Offset act right. What makes you think he's going to make this one act right? So these are some of the questions that I have for you, honey, because yeah, it did not make Offset stay or act right. What makes you think it will make this ninja act right? And clearly it didn't, because they're now broken up, right?
Imagine you having a best friend like me that stimulates your mind, that make you fucking laugh, and then fuck you to sleep. Imagine having that. That's me, bitch. And then on top of that, a bad bitch. Bad bitch. Bad bitch. Your bitch walk in the room, everybody looking at your bitch. Not because I'm famous and everything. I'm just a bad bitch, head to fucking toe. Hair, polished. Face, polished. Body, on.
You hear her? So she is really thinking her hair, her makeup, her body, all of those things, plus her being able to be a best friend to a ninja, is going to keep the man. You cannot use anything. You could be the best thing since sliced bread. If the ninja does not want to be kept, he will not be kept. Okay? That is just what that is. You can do whatever it is you want to do, but if that man does not want to be kept, he will not be kept.
Deckity. Outfit on deck.
And what makes you think the other people that he's messing around with are not the same? Face on, looking good, body looking good, everything looking good. He clearly has a type, and they be looking good, right? So what makes you think that there's something about you that is so special and so different that would make him stay if he does not want to be kept? I'm not sure what's
me, bitch. Don't be questioning. Don't be asking, bitch. It's evident that I'm just that bitch. Okay? Bitch, don't ever fucking do no fucking videos asking why this, why that, bitch. Don't see me and when y'all don't see me and this nigga and this and that, like, that's because we're busy. Bitch, it's football season. Okay? I'm gonna be out the crib at 6 a.m. and be coming back at 7 p.m.
Well, a lot can happen between the 7 a.m. and the 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. and 6 p.m., whatever it is you said, please. A lot can happen in between that time, honey. And I know you know that.
Okay?
Because he has a bunch of kids. And were you there when he was making those kids?
With a bonnet on. With my son. Being a wife.
Girl, you're not a wife. You are someone else's wife. You are someone else's wife. How can you be a wife when you are still married to somebody else? How? Sway? And this man has not even shown anything that gives any remote idea. Like, nothing remotely shows that this man is trying to have a wife.
Having a tea party
So it's like you're being a wife to someone who does not want to be a husband.
in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So this relationship, y'all not gonna get a lot from me. Y'all not gonna get a lot from me. Y'all see us when y'all see us. Just know that we that. Y'all see us when y'all see us. Y'all, I'm gonna keep y'all wondering. I'm gonna keep y'all guessing because you know what? No matter if I'm happy, no matter if I'm what, no matter if it is, you motherfuckers, y'all gonna have something bad to say. But bitch, don't ever play me like I'm not that fucking bitch. You know I'm that bitch. Your nigga knows I'm that bitch.
Okay. Anything else? What else do you have outside of that? Being that B.
You know what I'm saying? I like to be very fucking humble, but bitch, don't ever motherfucking play it. Like, look.
Okay. So you heard that from Cardi's mouth. Cardi definitely thought this nigga, woo, oh, ninja. I do not like to say that word. Sorry, guys. That she really thought that ninja was going to be the one for her. Like, at some point, you just think about it, right? I know that a lot of times we talk about men and what the men did and all of that, but sometimes it's like, at some point we have to also take some accountability as a woman. It's like the signs were all over, written all over. I remember people were talking about, there's this case with his chef allegedly when the chef accuses him of certain stuff. And when you just think about it, is like she also seemed like she was out here defending him. I'm like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay? Right? So look at how she's acting. Like, she's so excited. She's so happy. She is, ready for all things him. She's been a wife to this man. Watch how this man reacts when he's asked about her. Watch his facial expressions. Here's the thing. People can say something, but their facial expressions usually tell us the whole story. Watch.
Enjoying these post-game videos from Cardi.
Look at his face.
Her reaction.
Did you see that? It was like I do not want to be asked about Cardi. This is my opinion. Why do these people keep asking me about this lady? I do not want to be asked about her. Let me refresh so you can see his face again. Watch.
Enjoying these post-game videos from Cardi.
See.
Her reactions to the Patriots winning. Are you enjoying those?
It's cool.
And then his media training kicks in. And so he's like, oh, it's cool.
I got to holler at her about one recently, but it's cool though. I just appreciate the support. She's been an amazing supporter of just me and, the Patriots. She wasn't a football girl before I converted her over. But I'm just thankful to have her in my corner. She's an amazing woman and, continue to build that relationship. I don't talk too much about my personal life, but she's an amazing woman. I just appreciate her, and hopefully I can build on that and, I guess watch that tree grow.
So his mouth is saying something else and his face is saying completely different. I'm gonna back it up again so you guys can see the face, so that you guys will not say I'm reading into it. I'm going to put it on mute, but you guys watch his facial expression again. Did you see that? Very, very hard to miss. That is that man's true thoughts about the whole situation. He is just going along just to get along. He's just going along because he feels, okay, I'm being asked about her. I need to manage this well so I don't look like an asshole. Excuse me. Look at what someone said. Y'all can't read body language for ish. That honeymoon face is gone. Yep. That is exactly what I said. You can just tell that ninja ain't feeling her like that. Like that. He's always been there for a good time, not a long time. You're still married anyway, right? So he was just there to enjoy himself. Okay. And if you then see, you could see that there was trouble in paradise because, look over here, when she was asked about Stefon, here's what she said.
For the game, one inspired message.
Good luck.
Did you see that? Good luck. Good luck. Let me back that up again. Over here, we're going to be watching body language, okay?
Message for Stefon before the game. One inspired message.
Good luck.
Good luck, right? I'm going to refresh that again. I'll put this on mute. Watch. Right? That obviously shows that things have already gone haywire. Things are not going well in the hood. Like, things ain't right. Okay? And it's so sad to watch, especially when I feel like it could have been avoided. Some of the things, it's like at some point, where do we take responsibility for the dysfunction, right? Like sometimes you can't blame everybody. Sometimes not everyone else is at fault. If you keep picking the same types of men, then at some point you need to sit down and realize, what is it about me that keeps attracting and picking these type of men? Now, here is the thing. A bunch of different types of men could be attracted to you. Let's be clear. A bunch of people can come with all sorts of energy. The true people, the bad ones, all of that. You get all types. However, when you start to interact with them, you should be able to easily discern. If you cannot discern, then something is wrong with your discernment. And so now we have to think, what do I need to work on? Especially if you're ending up with the same type of people. You do not even end up with like, okay, he's a decent man, he's good, but he's not your one, right? You ended up with the same type of people. The same Offset. Remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop as well? The way she was always dating people who were not really for her, who were constantly cheating and stuff. I was like, girl, what is this? Right? So at some point, there's a point where you need to be able to take accountability for your life. Where you're like, do you know what? This keeps happening. I need to take a step back and take stock. I need to do things differently. Right? Now, let me show you all where things went left, okay? Look at Stefon Diggs at the Super Bowl. Look at him with his baby mama, right? She's sitting here, like right in front, being able to touch him. That is a clear indication that this is the main person in his life. That is a clear indication. This man ain't even trying to hide it or nothing. He is like, that's my B. There you go. You see them touching. They're even kind of matching. He has a little bit of red. She has red. And then she's also seated right next to his mom. Right? So it's obvious. And this is the lady and their child. Right? And so it's just obvious that this man, Cardi probably thought because of her notoriety, she is the Cardi B. Of course, she is going to be the leading lady in his life. But he probably doesn't even give a dang that she is Cardi B. He probably just thought like, yeah, of course she's Cardi. Who wouldn't want to bone her? But then after that, he was just like, yeah, that don't mean that's who I want to be with. Right? So it's just like you left Offset for Offset 2.0, Offset on steroids. What a shame. And then let me show y'all this. This is the gag. Apparently Cardi left early after spending 1.2 million on an after party for Stefon Diggs. An event neither of them attended after she found out Diggs' other baby mama had front row seats with their newborn while repping his jersey number. That's the thing. So it's like, first, he didn't not even give you no front row seats. He gave it to this girl. Right? And then had their baby right there. That already shows you that this ninja ain't ish. He literally invited both. He's like, y'all are my baby mamas. Come watch me. Watch me work. Right? Watch me work. But to give this one front row seats and not Cardi, he's clearly made a choice. So it's very sad. I wish all of the parties good luck. I hope that moving forward, Cardi will take her time before dating somebody else. Like sometimes being alone is not that difficult. Being alone versus dealing with men like this, choose being alone, sis. It's not that bad. Compared to all of this, now you're 1.2 million, you spend 1.2 million for no reason, right? For a party that probably what didn't happen. You're not going to get a refund from the caterers and everything. You just spent 1.2 million on a ninja and neither of you even showed. Right? So I just think, I know 1.2 million might not be too much for her, but still. Right? And even for him to then lose, it's just wild. Absolutely wild. But I think my advice to Cardi or anyone who is in a similar situation would be, take your time. No need to rush. You've rushed so many times. Where has it led you? At some point, you have to take responsibility. What is it? And I think being honest with yourself is the first step. What is it? It could be that growing up, your father was emotionally unavailable. And that is why you continuously attract men like that, right? It could be something like that. It could be you have a savior complex. So you like to choose them terrible so that you can build them up, right? So these are some of the things that I feel like you can work on with journaling, with therapy, with asking yourself great questions and being honest with the answers. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole Cardi and Stefon Diggs, and let me know, put it in the chat. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you know every single time that I post or go live. Everything that I said is alleged, by the way, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, everybody. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.